Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Western Michigan Broncos. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So USC's will get the first crack on offense today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times will become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Now that's how you get a playoff game started for a defense. You come up with a huge sack like that, get this offense behind the sticks.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Trojans come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get them off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Will actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball down.
Catch made down inside the 20. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And they get set now to try with PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Brooks. And they tackle him at the 8 till the offense starts backed up with his possession.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
Poor starting field position here for the offense. They'll run it to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He lets it go. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking right, this one caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. The Trojans will send their punt team onto the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they were. And he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker, he's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Caught quickly. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, Kirk, Western Michigan has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Empty set now, 5 wide. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Aiming for the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Fresh set of downs for the offense, 1st down. Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running down and go quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to boot it away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And the ball fair caught right at midfield. The Broncos offense back on the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They're going to run it here. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to 36.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can...
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Broncos. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Yeah, the extra point and the lead now 21-zip. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brooks. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the Trojans looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short and see what you can do from here.
And they make the stop and get the ball carrier down. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. It'll be another good for a first down, brought down at the 43. And the Trojans are going to keep this drive rolling.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. He was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Trying to catch the defense with the draw. Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looks to the left. Pass caught. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Hold it. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And the runner takes off to his right. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick catch. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Catch made on the right side. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And it's no good. He missed it. And off the miss, it's still a 21-point margin.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
He'll try a pass here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Second down after that completion. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass caught. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Tech on the PAT again. It's 28-0. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Brooks. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline.
And the Trojans will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Finds his target. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
The pocket breaking down. Oh, and he can't hang on with a little screen pass there. That's going to bring up third.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Just a pre-snap movement, back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense faces third and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Tackled there by the defense. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Broncos. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And now the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He's looking deep here. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the beatdown continues. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brooks. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And there's the handoff. Fighting off the defender.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Broncos offense back on the field now. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they were going to come in.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's got a 1st down and more. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the 1st down.
1st and goal for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Broncos. And this one is getting ugly. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. The football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They're going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Kurt, Western Michigan has the lead here. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person.
Touchdown, Western Michigan. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The Trojans look to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Who makes the grab? Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium to these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll run it from the gun. He shreds the tackle. Will he score here? Runs out of bounds near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there. The Trojans will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And he drops back in the gun. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern California.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset their plan into the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it deep over the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets it. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quick spin on the run. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And this one is right through. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. He's running out of time here. Fighting off the defender.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Western Michigan offense back on the field now. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Grab made by the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker, a collision of big bodies there. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the catch. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
The turn begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down here for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W.